You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
Hey, it must be Wednesday, new comic book day. I got my buddy Alec here. We have no John. We have no John because he's a retired dude and he can do it whatever he wants, whenever he wants. So he's doing whatever he wants. I don't know. Maybe he was overwhelmed by new comic book day, or he got lost in his LCS. I don't know.
That's
Dwayne's
probably what happened.
in the house. Ron, what's going on, buddy? Stevie B, what's happening, brother? So, yeah, so it's just me and Alec, and I think it's Jay producing, right? Is that you, Jay? Oh, I guess it is.
Maybe.
No, it's JD. JD and Wednesday.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Yeah, so we tend to talk about anything on this show. So my daughter is a softball coach. We were at practice last night. She took a line drive in one of the cages to her leg. Unfortunately, it also happens to be the side and in the pocket that her cell phone was in, and she smashed that up pretty good. The screen didn't work, and I ran across a problem that I didn't realize until we were trying to get her new phone set up today, is that if the screen doesn't work and you can't get on the phone, we can't even turn the phone off, because if she has an iPhone. So when you press the button on the side, there's a little slide thing that you have to do to turn the phone off. Well, nothing works on touch screen, so you can't do anything. So I got to tell you, it was like chewing broken glass trying to get that thing to work. So managed to get the voice part to work. The iMessage still doesn't work. I'm not sure why. I did all this at lunch, so I have to go home tonight, and that's going to be my evening. And then my internet went out at the same time last night. I'm telling you, I'm going to go out and buy a Powerball ticket as soon as this show's over, because I think I'm due.
And you don't hit one number.
And I won't. Well, I don't normally hit one number, so I figured this is yeah, Mikey G. I agree. iCloud backup would have been really smart, except she didn't do it. So now I have an additional problem because she's got a whole bunch of data on there. So I know the motherboard is probably fine. So if anybody knows something about iPhones, of all of our viewers, let me know. Somebody said you could I didn't think. I thought the memory is built into the phone, not the SIM card. Because somebody mentioned taking out the SIM card and trying to get the information out of that, but I'm not sure. But here's the problem, JD. I thought about that too. I was going to plug it in, and yeah, Mikey G, that was my other solution, was the repair the insurance. Oh, what a waste of money that's been all those years, because and I'm still rocking my iPhone 7S, and when you pull it out of the case, it looks brand new. I bring this up to my daughter all the time. Oh, she has it, Ron. Oh, she has it. She just doesn't regularly back her stuff up. So, and I found out today that her iCloud's almost full, and she neglected to tell me that. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought, Dwayne. I didn't think that was going to work, but I was hopeful. But so, yeah, so my daughter just keeps breaking stuff. The car, her cell phone. I don't know what's next. Hopefully I get home, she hasn't burnt the house down. But it's like, man, I'm telling you. And yeah, you're right, JD. She's already broken my spirit. That happened when she was 12. She's 20. She's going to be 22 soon. So my spirit is long since broken. That's why I do these shows. I hide out, with you guys and talk about stuff that does not require me spending more money buying her stuff. So, but yeah. So any helpful suggestions from the viewers there? Anybody that knows that kind of stuff? I am well above my head on this particular subject, and there's not much I can do about it. So, but with that being said, how you doing, Rob? Alec? See, I don't even know your name. Robbie.
It has been a long day for you. It's one of those.
Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you.
No, but I'm good. Having a good day over here.
Good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll have to catch up on New Comic Book Day. I have not. I was going to watch Obi-Wan last night. John actually texted me. I was up past 12 because I was on the phone for Verizon. And
rough night.
And I was John texted me this early this morning, telling me that I should watch Obi-Wan immediately, if not sooner. So now I'm really eager to see what's going on.
I heard this was the best episode.
This is based on John's reaction. I would have to imagine, I watch immediately, if not sooner. I don't know how I could be any sooner than immediately, but finally I just shut the router down and it popped back up, but it was just like a whole night of it. I'm like, it wasn't even coming up, when I would link in the internet, all my neighbors' internets were up, but I couldn't even find mine. So it has been a frustrating technical day, last couple of days in my world. But, and then we have this big screen TV. It's a Fire TV. And I go to get it started for the show. And it turns out that the remote, okay, boy, we've come a long way. The remote had to be updated. So I couldn't get everything started. I had to wait until the remote updated. Josh went.
The remote has to update?
Thanks for joining us. We discovered today that Josh, his mailman, absolutely does not like him. So he won a prize. It was a card. I forget which one. And we sent it to him. And I know Josh doesn't live far from us. This is the irony of the story. Is Josh lives right in Philadelphia, and we are a suburb of Philadelphia. And it came back, and on the little label it says "does not live here." So that's why the last show, I think a couple of shows back, I asked Josh to email me with his address, and matches up perfectly. Okay, yet the mailman wrote "does not live here," and Josh had told me he works outside of his house all the time, so he's always I guess there when the mailman comes. But Josh, you might want to buy him a Christmas gift this year, man.
Yeah, I feel bad. During one of the shop's whatnot auctions, someone's been reaching out to me asking because one of the packages got returned to the shop, and was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I guess they said something was wrong with the address, but obviously it goes through whatnot. I've gotten a lot of stuff from them before. It got returned to you guys. Can you send it back?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll reach out to the shop, see what's going on." And they actually never got the package back. So it says it was returned and we never got it. And it's been probably a week now. So I don't know no one knows where this package is.
Somebody took it. I mean, you hear.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, the vast majority of mail carriers, obviously hardworking, honest people, but you get a few. I mean, I remember reading a story years ago about they found, in the carrier's backyard or something, tons and tons of people's mail. It was crazy. So you never know what happens. But Josh, we'll send it right back out. And to be quite honest with you, if it doesn't get to you this time and comes back, literally I'm across the bridge. We'll figure out something, and I'll meet you for a beer or something, and I'll give you the card. Josh goes, I hope that's not a subtle way of evicting me. JD, that's not nice, man. Are you certain you're not a ghost and not know it? No, he can't be. He's on the show every week watching us, so he can't be a ghost.
Maybe he is a ghost.
Maybe a ghost, in the virtual world. All right, so let's start with the best offer books, so we can get those out of the way. Tonight we got Jennifer Blood, #1, Blood Red Retailer Incentive Variant, signed in Blood Red by Ali Garza. Suggested retail of $69.99. It is a best offer book starting at $10. and is number 6 of only 25 signed. All right, so that is our first best offer book of the night. So anything good this week, you think?
We had a couple. I think some stuff got delayed though.
Really?
Unless if the shop got shorted some stuff, because I didn't go in this Tuesday. I had some other. Well, I talked to you yesterday for a bit, so I had some things to deal with.
Right, sure.
So I didn't know if some stuff got delayed, but when I picked up my books today, we seemed a lot lighter than we usually. I feel like we typically order quite a few extras of a lot of books, and the shelves looked a little bit emptier than normal. So I don't know if they got shorted. I don't know if a lot of books got delayed, but I was really disappointed. I think I either forgot it or 8 Billion Genies issue 2 got delayed. Everything I'm reading says it comes out the 15th, but I think it got delayed.
Maybe
so
that's
I don't
what
know.
happened. Maybe it ended. Maybe it was these Josh's postman that was delivering it. So sitting.
But that and they only had a lot of the indie books. They usually have like a lot of extra copies of, because I don't throw a lot of stuff on my pull list anymore. I just kind of show up and grab what seems interesting.
Right.
And they had almost no cover A's for anything, and they were very light on a lot of books. So I don't know.
With the way things are being delivered and anything that comes via air has become increasingly difficult. Where Rupenstein, I got you, buddy. Thank you for starting us off on the Jennifer Blood. So I mean, you see all the problems with commercial flights because of the lack of pilots and staff. You know, you don't hear much of it on things like shipments, but you figure they got to have the same problem. Commercial airlines
at some point, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, commercial airlines. I think I read something like they need to hire like 12,000 pilots or something, sick number like that. And it's not like you can just turn that around. They say there's a minimum time of 5 years, to get to a point where you can fly something like a commercial jet. So if passenger airlines are having problems, you got to imagine that those carriers that like FedEx and UPS have got to be faced with the same problem. Post office, that type of thing.
Well, when my girlfriend's family visited a few weeks ago, their flight, so they landed in Chicago, they landed in Chicago and they were supposed to go to, Allentown.
Right.
That flight got canceled to Allentown, and they got sent to Philly, and we had to pick them up in Philly. And then when they were going home, their flight got canceled from Allentown to Charlotte. So there and back, their flight got canceled. They had to stay an extra. Well,
wow.
Stayed an extra day here, but we picked them up in Philly, so they got lucky. But yeah, both ways their stuff got canceled.
It's going to be a full summer of this. So Nick says that they're trying to get the retirement age up. Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily want to be on a flight with an 85-year-old pilot, though. Dwayne's a pain. That's a good point. Passenger airlines also carry freight, but you figure they have limited space for that. So you have your special flights that, like FedEx and UPS that carry nothing but packages. So who knows? Obviously, the world is in a kind of a disarray right now for a lot of different reasons. So,
that's true.
Curious to see if it's a nationwide problem, if everybody got delayed and stuff. So, all right, let's get to our second best offer book of the night. This is a cool one. It is a CCA. It is Detective Comics number 20, signed with cover sketch of the Joker by Ken Hazer. Hey,
that's cool.
What's going on, bud? Oh yeah. So Nick reminded me we have 2 giveaways tonight. And hold on, we'll get this one done first. This is
that is so always, cool.
It is so cool. The bats in the background. Unbelievable. Ken Hazer, always so impressed. And it is a best offer book starting. It's just a retail of $89.99. The best offer book starting at $35. All right. And then, JD, we're going to do the giveaways. And I guess, JD, do you have that spooled up? Can you do that and randomly pick from the chat boards or?
Yeah, I can. If you guys want to pick a hashtag, or I could just go by anybody who comments.
Let's do, you know what? Let's keep it simple. I think you have. I put up the images of the prizes on Slack, I believe. Let me know if you got that. If not, we'll do the Vanna White thing. No big deal.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's do the
Hashtag iPhone.
All right, Mikey G, I like that. Let's do it.
I like that.
Creative Keep, the starting bid for the Joker is $35. Okay, and all right, Nick wants to go with hashtag Dynamite Day. All right, so everybody throw in that hashtag in the chats, and that will enter you for the first drawing. And let's make the first drawing the Vampy 9.8. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know if I got on my list what the giveaways were.
You may not have, buddy. All right, so it's let me see, Vampirella. Let me grab it here.
Now that I'm re-looking at it, I don't think I didn't actually get the images.
You may not have. All right, so this is Vampirella, Volume 5, Number 10. It is the Indiegogo edition. Story by Christopher Priest, art by Ergen Gundas, and a cover by Lucio Perillo. Oh, so it's already up there. Why am I holding it up? All right, so we're going to draw for that first, and it is hashtag Dynamite Day. And what time is it now? We'll give everybody a chance, and we'll do this one probably at, let's say, 6:50 before 7 o'clock, and we'll do the last one towards the end of the show. Nick says he wants to do it at 7:57. We can do that. So this first one will be hashtag Dynamite Day. All right, and then as soon as we do the drawing, we'll do the next one right after that. We'll come up with a different hashtag. All right, so all right, and Creative Keep. I did say, all right, so best offer on the Detective Comics number 20 is starting at $35, and it is a 9.8. I'm sorry, it is signed with cover sketch of the Joker by Ken Hazer. And what you see up there, the Vampy 9.8, is going to be our first giveaway of the night, and we'll do that around 6:50-ish, something like that. Right before we go to our second break, give everybody a chance to get the hashtag up there. All right, and let's go to another book, and then let's see what Alex's impression of New Comic Book Day, anything he liked or disliked or thought was horrific, he'll let us know. All right, so next up, we have FF number 1, signed by Matt Fraction. Suggested retail of $29.99, and nice. It is number 11 of 50, and we have one available for $29.99. Matt Fraction, obviously, a very difficult signature to get, and it is 11 of only 50.
Definitely is at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, over the last several years, signatures are obviously been very difficult to get, mainly because, we're doing cons, less people were showing up, that kind of thing. But so this is available tonight for $29.99, and it is 11 of 50. So what did you see today that you liked or disliked, or?
There's a couple solid ones. I feel like we haven't had a Undiscovered Country issue in a long time, and they had a one-shot come out that really gave like a nice origin story to one of the characters and gave us some other info about him. So I really like that. I was looking for the Immortal Red Sonja for today, but like I said, I feel like our shop, they were light on a lot of books, and I didn't see that one on the shelf. So I wasn't able to get that, and I don't know if 8 Billion Genies got delayed, but that one wasn't on the shelf either.
Right.
I show up before the shop even opens. They only had like an extra issue of Grimm. Alice Ever After only had, I think, 2 extra copies. So usually stuff that they have a lot of, I got really lucky. I was able to at least get a few books, but I missed out on.
I got you down. Thanks for opening up on Detective Comics number 20. So I got you down, buddy. Josh went. Yeah, you can use Fraction signature for your doctor's prescription as well. But it is a fantastic cover, and again, we talk about it all the time, man. When they come out with a decent FF movie, that'd be sweet.
One day.
I
gotta ask you though, did you end up watching the new Miss Marvel episode, or at least the first one?
Not yet. I was gonna watch that last night after I got off the phone with Verizon, and then that would have bled into trying to catch up on some other shows, and then of course my internet was out, and I couldn't get it. I was getting ready to throw that router right out the window. It just seemed like everything was breaking, dude. It was just brutal.
One of those nights.
And then my daughter took my phone to go make a phone call because her phone was toast. And I didn't realize how much I depended on my phone. I really did. It was like after about 10 or 15 minutes, I asked for it back.
I gotta say though, the Miss Marvel show, it really might be my favorite Marvel show so far. I'm really impressed.
Yeah, you mentioned that. You and John both liked it. Nick mentioned, and so did Robbie, by the way. On Monday, he mentioned how much he liked it. And Nick is talking about, obviously, The Boys Season 3.
Oh, my God. The Boys is awesome.
I'm going to watch some of that as well. And all of a sudden, I'm reduced to watching like regular TV. Luckily, I have a digital antenna, a real digital antenna with rabbit ears. So I can watch my local channels, which is fine. But, I was really looking into binging some stuff last night and didn't happen. But I've heard great things about The Boys Season 3. So Creative Keep obviously agreed. So I'm looking forward to catching up with that. But yeah,
definitely binge that up. It's so good. It is like the build-up right now is crazy. I'm waiting for Homelander to just go nuts. It's such a good season so far.
See, I'm getting backed up, man. Maybe tonight. Internet came back this morning, thank God. I did not actually want to spend more time on the phone with tech support.
I don't blame you.
It was like, oh my gosh, it's so painful.
I didn't even know they had a Whatnot variant.
Boys issue number 1. I don't think it's a Whatnot variant. Of course, I'm not an editorial. I think we had the Boys on Whatnot. I think it maybe, but I don't know if Dwayne DePayne was watching our show. Maybe somebody else's from Very Gary. There you go. Yeah, he had a bunch of. Yeah, I noticed that he had a bunch of Boys stuff on. Some great stuff there from Very Gary. So glad you got it, buddy. It's a great read. Obviously, I'm looking forward to catching up on that as well.
I'm looking forward to getting the read too.
I did not realize that. So Nick would know that certainly better than I would. But I did see Very Gary's show, and he was doing mystery boxes and stuff. Real interesting way that he does that. I like the way he does that. Reading off a list A and list B, guaranteeing what you're going to get, but he doesn't tell you. It's a mystery box, so you don't know which combination you're going to get. It's kind of like a buffet or a restaurant. You get a meat from column A, a vegetable from column B, okay, and then you can choose 2 sides, kind of thing. But it's a good idea.
I've noticed. I've noticed a lot of sellers have changed to doing mystery boxes on Whatnot. I don't know if that's a new trend, or I don't know if that's the way the app is going, but I've noticed a lot of sellers have started to do that instead of actually just selling books. Just a personal thing I noticed.
Yeah, I think they're trying to follow kind of a pack breaking or case breaking kind of a format. I know case breaking and pack breaking has become very, very popular, of late.
I think I like that mainly for the idea that, it's a pack. It's, it's something along those lines, but like comic books, that comes down to you. Like you have to truly trust who you're buying from, or you at least need to know what's in there so you can have an idea of the, potential. At least if it's a pack, you're buying from a box of something that you know what the box is, so you know what's in it. But this, I don't know. You really have to trust who it is, and there's
right.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where this goes. All right, let's get another book in before we have to go to break. We have Supergirl Rebirth #1, signed by Steve Orlando. Suggested retail of $29.99. We have one available for $19.59. The year Supergirl first appeared. It is number 165 out of 350 signed. So that is also available tonight. And for anybody that joined us a little bit late, and without John here whining about it, we can do a quick recap. Let's see. So we had JD, another cover with the angry red eyes. All right, so we did FF #1, signed by Matt Fraction. And we have one available for $29.99. It is number 11 of only 50 signed. Then we did Supergirl Rebirth, number 1, signed by Steve Orlando. Suggested retail of $29.99, and we have one available for $19.59. And it is number 165 out of 350. Then we did Jennifer Blood, number 1, Blood Red Retailer Incentive Variant, signed in Blood Red by Garza. Suggested retail of $69.99. It is a best offer book, and where Rupenstein is in the lead at 10. And then we did Detective Comics number 20, signed with a cover sketch of the Joker by Ken Hazer. Really a tremendous piece. Suggested retail of $89.99, and it is one of our best offer books, starting at $35. And Creative Keep is currently in the lead on that one. So Miss Marvel, I'm excited to see. I heard the actress is phenomenal.
She is. She's phenomenal. She's done such a great job, and I think she is really, I don't want to say she's putting Marvel on her back right now, but she is really bringing some life back into these shows that I have had zero interest in. She's done a great job.
So, but beyond her acting, how is the series as a whole? Because Moon Knight, I think we were all kind of on the fence, but Oscar Isaac obviously pulled me over to the right side of the fence with his acting.
Two episodes deep. This is 2 episodes deep. I'm willing to go as far as saying it's my favorite show so far.
Wow.
For 2 episodes deep.
Well,
yeah,
coming from Alex.
It doesn't feel slow. Like, I feel like when I watch a lot of the Marvel shows, it's like, all right, that was a slow episode, but they're building up a story. It's, I understand this.
Like
and then Moon Knight. Well, yeah, and I still haven't even finished it because I haven't cared. But those episodes, it's like, all right, well, we have to get introduced to Moon Knight. All right, well, now we have to introduce a story. Miss Marvel just feels like such a fun show where she's doing her thing. She's like enthused by what she's doing. She's like, oh yeah, I got these powers now. Like, whoa, we need to do this. And all these other like things are happening still. And it feels like a really good show, and it's not boring and slow, and there's no buildup. It's just, happening.
So Dwayne DePayne, I mean, I think everybody agrees that again, I haven't watched it, but I think everybody agrees that it's been geared towards a younger audience, towards a youth audience. But still, everybody I've talked to has had very positive reviews of it. And that was not the case with Moon Knight. Everybody had kind of their own opinion. But it is 6:29, so it's time for our first break. So we're going to take our first break, and we'll be back in a couple minutes.
Thanks for tuning into The Experience. Help us out and hit subscribe over on YouTube and click the bell when you do. Need some help? Scan the QR code in the bottom corner.
This is The Experience.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hey there, hi there, ho there. You're as welcome as can be.
Hi, I'm Nancy McCann. Welcome to Friday Night Live on The Experience.
Welcome, everybody. It's Fat Jack's Comic Crypt. Brendan, Al, Jason, hanging out. There I am. Welcome back to Kicking It with Henry, folks. I am your host, Henry Compa. It's great to be here with you guys.
So we are going to talk about books that are in stores this week.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Mishmash.
Hello, and welcome to the Black Comics Universe, presented by Peep Game Comics.
And you gotta love it that the first people in to minute to skim it are creators.
Up, everybody! Welcome to another Wednesday Warriors. My name is Joey Galvez, and this is my pal Ambrosia.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to Space Cadet.
Hey!
What's up?
Welcome, everyone, for another episode of I Must Ask You a Question.
Hi, everybody! Welcome to Nerd News Now.
Hey, this is Rex. Welcome to Comic Collectables.
Hey, hello, all you happy people. Welcome to the Dan Wickline Show.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. This is the crazy show that we do on Thursdays called What's in the Box?
What's in the Box?
Comic Culture and Sales.
Who would win, Batman or Superman? It's the age-old debate, except it's so much more complicated than that. Nerd Killer Warfare every week on The Experience is your chance to debate other nerds in the questions we've all been asking for years, except we take those debates and turn them up to 11. Go to bit.ly/EXP casting or scan the QR code to be part of the show.
Hey, and we're back. All right, just to remind everybody, we have 2 giveaways tonight. So we're going to do the first giveaway right before we go to the next break. And JD, if you wouldn't mind, throw up the hashtag again. And just if you want to enter the drawing for tonight, go ahead and put in the chat hashtag Dynamite Day, and JD will run his Wheel of Fortune wheel of giveaways. It's actually probably just a computer software program that he pushes a button, but it sounds so much better to imagine JD spinning a wheel, and we'll do that drawing right before the next break. So let's see. Dwayne Payne says, I mentioned Monday I grabbed the book from last Wednesday but didn't fill out a form as I always got invoiced for maybe who didn't know, so I went ahead and put it on Monday. Oh, I got it, Dwayne. And I forwarded the invoice to you. I sent it to you the first time, but I guess you didn't get it, or maybe it fell in your junk. So I resent it. Let me know if you got it. If you did not, I'm not sure what's happening with your email, or maybe you have a different email that I can send it out to. But I did, I did get your submission form. I saw that. Let's see. Speaking of a tangent, I'm finally playing the Guardians of the Galaxy game. Cool.
I didn't even know there was one.
I didn't either. Dwayne Payne thinks it's fantastic, and so does Roy Rubenstein. Jakes.
I have to check that out.
Yeah, I got to check that out too. All right, so let's see. Let's go to another book. What should we do? You see anything on the shelf there that you're interested in?
I definitely see. The Alien Reality CCA is pretty solid.
All right, so let's do that one next. So we have Symbiote Spider-Man, Alien Reality #1, black blank variant signed by Peter David and Ken Hazer, with a silver Spider-Man cover sketch by Ken Hazer in silver. Suggested retail of $99.99. We have one available for $62, and Creative Keep is claiming it. You got it, Creative.
Nice.
That one is gone. All right. Look at that. Yeah, somebody, I don't know if it was Creative Keep. Somebody requested more of those, so that's why I put that one on there. I think we had one on there not too long ago, but all right, go ahead, JD. You can. It is really nice. But actually, you have the actual pick, so you can just pull it up on a different screen. But yeah, that is a nice one. Good pick, Alec. All right, so you know what? Let's go ahead and do another one. Let's see. Ooh, this one caught my eye. All right, so it is Alpha Flight #1, signed by Greg Pak. Suggested retail of $29.99. We have one available for $25. Really haven't had Greg Pak signatures in years. It's a great opportunity. It is number 63 of 150 for anybody that is an Alpha Flight fan. I love that cover. Okay, good, Dwayne. I'm glad you found it. All right, cool. Very cool. So yeah, we're good to go. I've been a little bit behind emailing tracking numbers without Amy here, so bear with me. All right, where Rupenstein is claiming it, you got it, buddy. All right, so that one is gone. Awesome. So, I'm excited to see Miss Marvel. It's had some before it came out, it had some blowback, I guess.
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't even looking forward to it. I really thought that they were going to mess the movie up, and I was like, or the TV show. I was like, I just don't think it's gonna be good. And I'm really happy I was wrong.
Yeah, I think everybody felt that it was going to be too kid oriented, and the adult fans were not going to really take to it. But it's good to hear that they found a way, because there are a lot of movies out there, and trust me, I know when my daughter was growing up, there are different kind of kids movies or whatever. Some are, you can tell, oh my God, Teletubbies. I swear, I hated that show. Some are strictly geared towards a youth audience, but other movies, there's that other level of humor for the parents. Like The Incredibles. A lot of different animated movies like that. So I'm glad to hear that Miss Marvel found that combination. JD's right. Disney is a master at that. They don't always succeed, but they are a master at that, finding a way to keep both the children entertained and then the parents who are forced to watch it with their children over and over and over again. So there tons of movies I remember my daughter growing up enjoying, but we'd watch it so many times I used to irritate her, because I would start like spouting out the dialogue right before the scene happens. They used to irritate her so much. Dad, stop. Well, I'd seen it a million times. I knew the entire screenplay, so I might as well just be part of the movie. Change it up a little bit.
But yeah, I don't think it's really like super kid oriented like a lot of people have been saying. I mean, she's, I think, a senior in high school, and if that's the case, then the Spider-Man movies, they were seniors in high school, but obviously, they're fighting bigger villains and Spider-Man's and the Avengers and all that good stuff too. But I don't know, it just seems like a really good show. You might be right on the sophomore. I wasn't 100% sure, but I know, what was it? The one guy, he's going to college next year. So that's the only reason that made me assume probably senior, but I'm not too sure.
Well, I mean, you have to remember, if your story focuses on someone in high school, usually it's middle schoolers or younger that tend to be watching, right? High schoolers don't generally watch high schoolers. If that makes any sense, like High School Musical.
Yeah.
High schoolers at that point in time wouldn't have been caught dead watching it, but the younger kids, middle schoolers, elementary schoolers, they tended to link onto that. So Creative Keep has an interesting question. Wasn't there some issue about her powers being like Mr. Fantastic or something? I don't remember that issue.
What I will say is I understand why they had to change it, because they said they couldn't get the CGI to look right. And I don't like the new origin with the bands. It's not really a spoiler, because, I mean, they said they were changing it a while ago before the show came out. I don't like that, but I have a feeling they're kind of hinting at there's more to it than just bands. So I'm really hoping they kind of continue on with that. At least I got the impression that they were kind of hinting at that.
Right. I got you. So now I'm really excited to watch it. So JD says Marvel Studios never really said clearly why the change, but it's thought to better tie her powers in with the Kree Skrull War in Secret Invasions coming up. That could be. I mean, usually they do whatever they do with a purpose in mind. Now that much is certain. So that might be the explanation, because they always want to somehow tie it back into the universe, for future appearances, so on and so forth. So, but now you guys got me really jacked about seeing it. I really want to see it, and luckily, hopefully the internet doesn't crap out again tonight, because then I'm really going to be pissy.
It's like I go into these episodes with like a different thought, because I know like when WandaVision first came up and then there was Loki and all of those shows, everybody always watched it with the idea of, all right, who's going to make a cameo? Who's going to pop up? And you're like, well, who was that in the background, or who's doing this? And it was always like, we're waiting for the big payoff. This show doesn't seem like there's a big payoff, and you can just watch the episode and enjoy what's in front of you because it's a good quality episode. It's not, well, we need to get through the first two so we get the big payoff in the third or fourth episode. It's just, it's a good product that's in front of you, and that's why I'm really enjoying it, I think.
I think you bring up a good point. I think everybody went into the, like you say, Loki, WandaVision, Hawkeye, looking for that hidden Easter egg.
Yeah.
That cameo Easter egg, and oh, look who it is. So that's good to hear as well. That it's a good standalone kind of product. So I'm excited to see it. Excited for Thor coming out. I'm excited about Avatar as well.
I forgot about Avatar. When's that even come out? Is that the end of the year or summer?
I'm not sure. I think you might be right about the end of the year, but
I thought it was. But I can look it up.
But I even watched the first movie again a few weeks ago, just because in anticipation of it.
It's the end of the year. Just a heads up.
End of the year. Wow, it's going to be a long way.
December 16th.
Oh, bummer.
That's a little while.
Dwayne the Pain says, I liked Hawkeye, but it rushed the last episode or two. I agree with you. I felt like I recently binged the miniseries again. First, I got to agree with John. It's going to become a classic kind of Christmas sort of series for me.
That's actually the only one I haven't watched yet.
Second time watching it, I really enjoyed it. But what Dwayne says is right. Is they kind of went a little long and realized they had to close it up kind of feeling. And then all of a sudden, boom, they had to wrap it up in two episodes.
That's kind of how they all felt. I mean, Loki even was kind of that way. It's the whole time was who was, I don't even remember her name. Whoever the female Loki was, it was always just like, all right, well, who is she? Let's chase her. Let's get her. Let's fix these variants. And then all of a sudden, with 2 episodes left, they really just, this is exactly where the story is going. And then the last episode was boom. All right, well, wait for more. It's like, but you just got into the show. It just started getting good and it ended.
That's right. Thank you, Marcus.
Sylvie. I knew it was with an S. I couldn't remember.
All right. So good segue because we're talking about MCU and we're talking about a younger generation. So let's go with Mighty Avengers #1, Scotty Young retailer variant, signed and read by Greg Land. Suggested retail is $69.99. We have one available for $50, and it is #2 out of 25 signed.
Cool.
I love this cover.
Scotty Young had a Captain America cover come out today. I was debating on getting it, but actually I got it right here. I usually only get cover A's, and I actually wasn't going to get the Captain America book at all. But this cover was so cool. I had to get it. Look at this. Well, all right, cool. I was going to say, look at this cover. Look how cool that is. It's like the whole Captain America and the shield behind him is all words of all Captain America type stuff throughout the years. Like, yeah, it's like all these, I don't know if all of it, but it's like all villains on that side that he's dealt with over the years. And then the middle, Avengers, Steve Rogers, Falcon, Bucky Barnes. Yeah, it was like, it's so cool. I saw it. I was like, all right, I'll pick that up 100%. And then going from there, it's like, it actually was a really good first issue. So I wasn't even going to grab it.
Stevie B, that's a good one. It would be great if Amy could sneak a couple of leprechauns into her luggage when she returns to help out in the shipping department. We need Rex at the warehouse mining stuff to sell. All right, but Stevie B, if she gets stopped at customs, man, you're going to have to bail her out. Yeah, so, definitely miss Amy. She does so much around here, but hoping she's having a great time in Ireland. I'm sure she's
in Ireland. That's cool.
Now, yeah, I'm sure she's watching the show right now while she's in Ireland. Emmy Comics, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Oh, Emmy, we are running 2 giveaways tonight. And in order to enter the giveaway, you need to go ahead and put in the chat hashtag Dynamite Day. And the first prize is going to be, the first giveaway is going to be Vampirella Volume 5, number 10, Indiegogo edition, 9.8. CGC graded 9.8. So that is our first giveaway of the night, and we're going to draw that right before we go to the next break. All right, so if you want to join in the drawing, Emmy, just throw up in the chat, hashtag Dynamite Day. But what else came out today? Did you pick up that you thought was good?
Speaking of that, so I got 2 hardcovers today as well. One of them, it's the new one. It came from Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino's Substack. It's called, I think, The Passageway. My shop had 2 copies of it, and I was like, oh, I'll pick that up. But I got something so cool to show you guys. We'll show you for the next break because I gotta go grab it. It's a signed hardcover. My shop got 2 of them in, and he was like, "Oh, you want to just take?" Because I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, cool! Like I love that book." And he was like, "Well,
next year with a box of food."
No, forget about the. I mean, I'll show the food. There we go.
You brought it in. I figured that's what you were going to do.
No. I want to just say one thing to Stevie B. Have you not seen the movie Leprechaun? Why would you want any leprechauns to come here?
Well, that's a good point.
Right?
That's a good point.
I don't even want her to take any leprechaun gold because they'll find their way here.
We'll get them in the luggage anyway.
What do we got so far? Who's the best offer in Jennifer Blood? I haven't eaten yet.
Jennifer Blood is where Rupenstein. He opened up for us at 10. And then Detective Comics number 20 with the Joker sketch. Creative Keep is in the lead at 35.
Wow. Those are pretty good offers. Let's see.
They are.
What else we got?
Let's see. Creative Keep picked up the Symbiote Spider-Man.
Thank you, Creative Keep.
And let's see.
Everybody hit that thumbs up, right?
And hey, Jen, what's going on?
All right, so AR, I just wanted to say no leprechauns. That's it. Yes, the only thing worth it was Jennifer Aniston. I will agree with you there. All right.
Cornish pixies.
Go ahead and finish up, man. Go ahead and finish up. I apologize, AR.
No, it's all good.
That is a great Captain America cover. I call that a great pick.
That is a great cover. And yes, thank you, JD. Don't forget to tune into AR's YouTube channel. Lots of great content. I know Alex has been doing more short form stuff as opposed to long form stuff. You enjoy doing them better that way. And I know it's been pretty popular too, with your viewers. So that's a good thing.
Not bad. Yeah. Well, after what I was telling you yesterday, we'll see. We'll see if I continue on with them for a little bit, but yeah.
All right. Oh, so I'm going to throw this out here. We always do it. The Dynamite 10-pack reader set, 10 random Dynamite titles, suggested retail of $40 or higher on the package. So each issue will have a cover price of $3.99 or higher. And as always, as a thank you to our viewers, we have it available for $5.50 a copy. So that will be available in the entire show. Just want to throw that out there. So Nick's back here, obviously short on protein because he looks a little lost. All right, so let's go to, let me see. You know what? Let's do a Virgin cover, a Dynamite Virgin cover next. All right, so we have Jennifer Blood, Volume 2, Number 9, Jung Moon Virgin cover, suggested retail of $50, and we have the one available tonight for $40. And we have 2 of his Virgin covers tonight because I saw them and I just love his art. Has kind of an Alex Ross kind of feel to it, a very realistic, lifelike kind of feel to it. So I really like Moon's covers. All right. So yeah, and then after the break, Rob's going to grab that hardcover you said, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, very good. All right, so we're at 6:50. So JD, you want to? All right, so give everybody a last chance. If you want to enter into the drawing for the first prize of the evening, you got to put in the chats #Dynamite Day. All right, I'll give everybody a couple minutes, and then we can go ahead and run that. So Josh says, my girlfriend was just telling me yesterday about an elementary school teacher that was fired for playing Leprechaun instead of teaching class. Half the kids were traumatized. They got a counselor. Yeah, that probably wasn't a great decision on that teacher's part. All right, so Vampy number 10. All right, 9.8. All right, so a couple more minutes. Ooh. Yeah, it does kind of look that way, Dwayne. I got to admit. All right. So I'm going to give everybody until 6:52-ish if they want to join in the drawing. And then right before the break, we're going to go ahead and draw it. So, all right. So what else? Anything else that you thought was good this week, even though it was kind of a light week?
I gotta tell you, I've actually been really disappointed in the Spider-Gwenverse series. I was really looking forward to it, but 3 issues deep, it feels like we've read this story many times with multiverse type stuff with Miles Morales and the other Spider-Gwen stuff. It just feels very reused. And for that to come out at the same time as the What If Miles Morales series, which is, if we're being honest here, kind of the exact same thing, which I actually didn't talk about it in the video, but the series, the What If Miles one, it actually kind of bothers me because it's what if Miles Morales became Thor, which is cool. It actually was a good issue. But the way that they wrap up each issue is kind of like a multiversal thing. Like, it's like, all right, hey, we all came together. It's like, we need your help. That's not a what if. That's not really what if. That's more of a now Miles Morales in the multiverse or Spider-Verse type thing again, which we've seen multiple times now. And it's borderline at this point the exact same story as this, because now you have the Gwens, Captain America Gwen, Iron Man Gwen, Wolverine Gwen. Well, now you've got Thor Miles, Wolverine Miles, Hulk Miles, and the whole purpose is to stop the bad guy. I don't know. And for them to come out the same exact day, it literally felt like you were reading the exact same book, just one's focused on Miles and the other one's focused on multiple different Gwens.
Right. So you're feeling like it's not there. It's kind of cookie cutter.
Yeah, for characters that people really like, it doesn't feel like they're putting a lot of effort into it.
Right.
Like, when was the last time we truly got a Gwen Stacy Spider-Gwen type series? Outside of this one, I feel like it's been quite a while at this point, and it's a cheap multiversal series because that's what's popular. Just did Doctor Strange, and this came out, I think, right as Doctor Strange came out, so they're really trying to hit on the multiverse type, storyline, and it just feels cheap.
All right, JD, should we spin the wheel? All right, here we go. Mikey G, congratulations, buddy. All right, so Mikey G is the winner of Vampirella number 5, or volume 5, number 10, Indiegogo edition, graded 9.8. And Mikey, if you wouldn't mind, and JD will throw it up, if you could fill out a submission form, so we have your ship to address, we'll get your prize out to you ASAP.
I think the next hashtag, Dynamite Nights.
All right, so let's talk about the next one. All right, congratulations, Mikey G.
Congrats, Mikey.
So, all right, the next one is going to be, so we're going to draw this right before the end of the show, is King in Black number 1. We're putting it out there kind of in anticipation of the new Thor movie. It is, and I love this, in silver paint pen, so it is a CCN. And JD, if you have it, throw it up there because it's a little too far from me.
There we go.
There. Up here. All right, so this is prize number 2.
I had it, but it disappeared on me. Hold on a second.
All right, no worries.
So getting ready for Thor. You got Kate, you got Stegman, you got Ken Hazer, you got Dynamite, hashtag Dynamite Nights. Oh, man, I wanted Nick Barucci to win. Save some money.
All right, so this is our second prize of the night. It is hashtag Dynamite Nights. And throw that up, and we're probably going to do that drawing right before the end of the show, probably a little bit after the best offers close. All right. So yeah. Remember to fill out that submission form, Mikey G. All right. So let's go to. Let's see. Ooh, this is another one. I like this one too. So it's Witchblade number 161, Chris Giarusso, variant, signed in gold by Tim Seeley. Suggested retail of $89.99. We have one available for $50. It is our 5-star $50 book of the night, and it is signed in gold. It is number 4 of only 5 signed.
First person to claim it, 1992, the year Image first started.
Oh,
so now it dropped from $89.99 to $19.92.
Actually, it dropped from $89.99 to $50 to $19.92.
Exactly.
All right.
It's still $89.99 to $19.92.
All right.
It's also the year Dynamic Forces started. Claimed by
all right,
Preston.
Preston, you got it, buddy. Congratulations, my man. And Josh, if you win the next prize, are you sure that the mailman's going to deliver it? All right. Very good. You got it, Preston. I got you down, buddy.
You know what I've seen the trailers to lately? A few minutes here and there of, though? The Author. Have you seen that on Paramount Plus? The way The Godfather got made. It's pretty compelling.
Oh, I saw something about that. I forget where, though. Probably. Nick's pulling out bottles of something right
now. Nah.
Protein supplement.
I've got anything but focus, so I'm trying this. Probably snake oil.
Probably tastes better, though.
Josh is turning the mailman there.
Hey, he may already be a collector. Oh, no. I got the package back.
What have we not shown yet?
Let's see.
Let's pick something we haven't shown.
All right. Well, we haven't shown Nightwing. We haven't shown the Spider-Man remark signed by Tom DeFalco.
That one's really nice.
We haven't shown the Dark Knight 3 connecting covers yet.
All right. How much are the Dark Knight 3 connecting covers?
All right. So Dark Knight 3, the Master Race number 1, dual blank variant set signed, and connecting cover sketches of Batman, Superman by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $176. We have it down as perfect 10 pair at $100.
You know what? It's the 82nd anniversary of Superman. Let's do $82.
All right. So that has gone from $176 to $100 to now $82. And
That's a hell of a deal.
The metal covers. All right, hold on a second. Let's see. Metal.
The thing that's crazy is if people don't go to cons and they don't really realize it. I mean, a lot of the commission covers that I do, they usually cost around $100. So to get both of them for that cheap too, that well done.
All right, so the metal covers are suggested retail of $100, and we're doing them tonight for $50.
If somebody buys both, what we'll do is we'll make it $90.
All right, so both.
And on that note, I'm going to let AR and Rex run the show because otherwise I'm going to give everything away.
All right, so let's. So we had Jennifer Blood number 5, Jimmy Broxton premium metal cover, suggested retail of $100, and if you buy it alone, Dwayne is claiming Jennifer Blood.
Nice.
You got it, Dwayne. So the $90 deal is off.
You know what?
Here we
because
go.
it's Dwayne, make him $45 each. Just wait, Dwayne gets a little bit of extra something.
All right. So
if somebody else wants the Vanbrella, it's $45.
All right. So now they are $45 each. Dwayne has claimed.
He got both.
The claim. Let's see, and the other medal. Okay, you got it, Dwayne. So Dwayne has picked up both medals. All right, congratulations, buddy. All right, so let me mark those off. All right, you got it, my friend. Let's see. So yeah, Preston, yeah, he got them both. I think your internet may be a little bit faster than Dwayne's. So, all right, it's 7 o'clock, so we got to go to our next break. So we'll go to our next break, and we'll be back in a couple minutes. Stay with us.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.
Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere The Experience is all the time.
All right, and we're back. So did you grab it?
I did.
All right. So see it, my friend.
All right. So at first glance, it might not be the craziest thing, but it's Ultimate Spider-Man. It's the Barnes & Noble's Collector's Edition. But I did say this is probably the coolest thing that I own in my collection, not because it's Ultimate Spider-Man, but because it's quadruple signed.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Stan Lee.
Bendis,
Wow.
Stan Lee. They didn't know who the one was. And I think they said the other one was, let me double check. I think they said the other one was Joe Quesada.
Now, did you pick this up at your LCS or somewhere else?
My LCS. They had 2 of these.
Wow. Okay.
And they wanted to put it on Whatnot. And I was like, hell no. I said, I'm buying that. I said, so yeah, I had to have it for my collection.
That is a nice pickup, bro. That is a very nice pickup. But they had 2, you said, right?
They did have 2. The other one, in my opinion, was in worse condition than this one. Neither of them were in all that great of condition. I mean, this one, and it's ripped. It's ripped on the back.
Okay.
It's ripped right there. And the rest of it, I mean, you can tell even, it's coming up a little bit. It's got some wear on it, but it's the fact that, that's some pretty sweet signatures,
Might. Art to bear. That's yeah. Marcus might be right there. You know what?
Oh,
the nice
shit, it might be.
You might be able to pick up another dust jacket for that.
I thought that too. I told the guys at the shop, I was like, I really don't care what it looks like, because worst case scenario, I might be able to find a Barnes & Noble, Ultimate Collector.
Floating around there. Yeah. So Ron says Joe Quesada's signature is a Q, and that's correct.
See, that's what I kind of thought, but they were convinced it was, and I had no idea if it was or wasn't. I got it because of Stan Lee and Bendis.
Because, I mean, we've had Quesada signatures here, so can you hold it up again?
Yeah, if anyone can figure out the... Oops.
Yeah, it's... Oh, no, maybe the bottom right.
Yeah, that's the one that they thought that's the one they thought was.
That could be. Yeah, that could be Joe Quesada.
I have no idea, though.
Yeah, that could be. It looks kind of like Joe Quesada, yeah. But I can't.
I'm going to be on and off before I give another discount.
Yeah, but wait. What do you think?
Oh, it's Quesada. I was about to shout.
That's what I said. Do you know the other 2?
Yeah, you got Brian Michael Bendis, Stan Lee, and Art Bear.
All right, well, that's awful.
Now you know, my friend. All right, so what did you just show?
Oh,
that is
Avengers, Ultimate Avengers. With Joe
okay, yeah. So there you go. Now you know who signed it.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite thing that I have in my collection, like by far.
All right, well, Rubenstein says the top is Avi Arad.
Oh, could it be Avi Arad? Let me see one more time. I've never had Avi Arad's signature, so That could be. You know what? Yeah, Avi. Holy.
It kind of looks more like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Avi. Okay.
Good catch there, what Rubenstein. Yeah, that is a good one. Oh yeah, a reminder everybody for the second giveaway.
It does. I haven't had an RT Bear signature in a long time, but art's not that different well, at this point, I'm an old man, so this was 21 years ago, 22 years ago.
Yeah, we're all.
Oh, it's definitely Avi Arad, 100%.
Yeah, okay.
If you look it up, it looks exactly the same.
Thanks, Rubenstein. And all I'll say
I appreciate that.
While the rest of us are old, I don't think AR was born.
Well, that's why they made that commercial they made.
AR, you're young. I hate you for it.
Don't worry, he'll get old too. We all do.
Maybe.
That is one of the inevitable things about life. You can't stay young forever, my friend. All right, so
you know what? I'll do this. This is usually like a $69.99 or $75 comic. This is number 4 of 80. Ultimate Avengers #1. We'll do this at $50 if anybody wants it. Since we sold out of the metal books, I'll put it in front of the metal books.
All right, cool. All right, so Ultimate Avengers, what number was it again?
#1.
#1.
And it's number 4 of 80.
4 of 80, signed by Joe Quesada.
Signed by Joe Q.
It is available tonight for $50 if anybody wants it.
You know what? It's number 4. Let's make it 40.
All right. So
now I really am leaving before I give everything.
Now it's 40. It's a lot of writing to do, Nick. All right. So there we go. That was not originally programmed on the show, but it is available tonight. So Ultimate Avengers #1, number 4 of only 80, signed by the Joe Quesada. All right.
Now
so
I saw Ron's message. So I want to give you a heads up though. I got this one because it was in better condition. The other one wasn't nearly in as good of condition, and for some odd reason, so the other one had all 4 signatures on there too. But for some reason, Bendis signed it on the front, and it's not super smudged, but it's definitely pretty smudged. So I can get you in contact with the shop easily if you still are interested. I don't know what they're selling it for. I don't know what their game plan is. I just know that they wanted me to put it on Whatnot, but I'm sure they'd be more than willing to do something like that for you. Because they're,
right,
they're reasonable.
I got you, by the way, on the Ultimate Avengers. But okay, thank you, Alex. So Ron, you know the condition. Robbie is, if nothing, painfully honest sometimes, especially when he's reviewing books. But yeah, so be forewarned, the Bendis signature is somewhat smudged. Yeah, I can do that, Alex.
Cool.
I'll do that after the show. Stan did have a great signature, that's for sure. You could see, you can recognize the man's signature from a mile away, no doubt. And to remind everybody, if you want to enter the drawing for the second prize of the night, the second prize is King in Black #1 variant edition with signed and a cover sketch in silver by Ken Hazer. And all you got to do is put hashtag Dynamite Nights in the chat, and that will enter you into the drawing. All right. So, who was it? Mikey G won the first one, the Vampy #10, 9.8 CGC. Again, congratulations to Mikey G. And Mikey G just reminded, don't forget to fill out the submission form so we have your ship to address. All right. So hopefully John's watching, because if he is, we can do another recap, because I know that John loves recaps.
John is rewatching Obi-Wan.
Probably. Or he's in the movie theaters watching either Top Gun Maverick, Jurassic
whatever it is. I heard it actually was really bad.
Really?
Yeah.
John loved it.
I hope all of my people are wrong then, but I've seen very negative things from a lot of people, and everyone I talked to said it's not good at all.
No kidding.
I love Jurassic Park though.
That's one I actually kind of wanted to see in the movie theaters, because
I did too.
Wow, that's a little disappointing. I had not heard that yet. Everybody that I've talked to has had a great reaction to it. So, too bad John's not here. You'll have to bring that up next Wednesday. I love
If
to
I
get
don't see
John.
it by then. What was it
What's
called?
that?
Dominion.
Yeah, Jurassic Dominion.
It's Rotten Tomatoes. See, I tend to not listen to Rotten Tomatoes as much, but Rotten Tomatoes has it sitting at 30%.
Wow, Mikey G says the same thing. The only thing it's better than is Morbius.
Stop. It's true, but
Marcus, I think everybody was shocked that he only went 3 times, but give him some time. He'll watch it some more. So that'll be our next contest. We'll have to guess the same movie, but how many times has John watched it again since the last time we did the contest?
I mean, I know the man's retired, but he's got some time on his hands.
That's what retirement means.
I might watch one movie in like a week, and I might watch one.
Thank you, Stevie B. Recap equals bathroom break. More information than we know. And just for that, I guess that means Stevie B's got to go to the bathroom. So let's go ahead and do this. JD says 30% critic score, 79% audience score.
I tend to listen to the audience because I feel like they're average, regular people like myself who just enjoys something or doesn't enjoy something. They don't critique it to the core.
Right.
But still, 79%. I was hoping that's a movie that would be pushing high 80s, low 90s. I had high hopes.
Well, I'll still watch it. So Ron has a pristine copy of that book with the cover in Mylar, but it's only signed by Bendis and Quesada. Still, man, I'd love to see Ron's collection. It's got to be huge.
Oh, speaking of collection, the shop, which is where this book came from, they just bought an insane collection that's got like every run. It was like all of the X-Men, Ghost Rider, Tomb of Dracula, Werewolf by Night, Moon Knight, Spider-Woman, the first 50 through 100, I think 50 to like 300 or 400 of Spider-Man. They're pretty sure with the rest of the collection that they haven't picked up yet, it's all of the 1 through 50 or 1 through 100 of Fantastic Four.
Somebody just cashing out, or?
Sadly, someone passed, and the family is selling the collection to the shop and doing some other stuff with it because basically he's been going to the shop his entire life.
Right.
So they realized that, hey, he's been coming here forever, that he liked you a lot, you liked him a lot. What is this? What are we looking at? And they're also pretty convinced that he has a very high grade AF-15.
Ooh.
But they wouldn't be buying it from him. What they think they're going to do, if that is the case, is they're going to actually borderline hand deliver it to CGC and help them do everything. Do the paperwork, give them the auction options, how they want to go about that. So they're going to help them with that. But yeah,
that's a great story, actually. I mean, I feel bad that the collector died, but that's kind of a feel-good story right there.
Yeah, they're shop. I mean, they're very reasonable. If you ever trade stuff in, they're not like, oh, it's this. They look everything up and they give you, I think, like 60% of what it's worth.
Wow.
Because their mind says it's like, hey, obviously we're a store. We have to make money, but we don't want to screw you over.
Wow, that's JD brings up a good point too. But that is a feel good story,
Yeah,
do the right thing, and the right thing comes back in a real sense.
They're pretty convinced all the books were bought from them at one point in time. Anyway, they're pretty sure he's been going there that long that all of the books were originally from there.
Too funny.
Yeah,
it's too funny. Good story though. That is a feel good story, and time that I think everybody can use one.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do the recap. All right, so Steve, in the bathroom, go ahead. All right, so as always, Dynamite 10-pack reader set, 10 random Dynamite titles. Cover price is $3.99 or higher, so a suggested retail of $40 or higher. And as always, we have it for $5 as the thank you to our viewers. 50 cents copy, can't go wrong. Then we had FF #1, signed by Matt Fraction, an almost impossible signature to get. It is number 11 out of only 50 signed. We have one available at $29.99. Then we had Supergirl Rebirth number 1, signed by Steve Orlando. Suggested retail of $29.99. We have one available, 165 out of 350, and we have the one at $19.59 for the year Supergirl first appeared. Then we had Mighty Avengers number 1, Scotty Young retailer variant, signed in red by Greg Land. Suggested retail of $69.99. It is we have one available at $50, and it is number 2, low number of 25. All right, and then we had a best offer book, Jennifer Blood number 1, Blood Red retailer incentive variant, signed in blood red by Al Garza. Suggested retail of $69.99, and where Rupenstein is in the lead currently at $10. It is number 6 of 25 signed. Let's see. Then we had Detective Comics number 20, signed with cover sketch of the Joker by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $89.99. Is a best offer book, and Creative Keep is currently in the lead at $35. And this one, as always, I love Ken Hazer's connecting covers. Dark Knight 3, The Master Race number 1, dual blank variant set, signed with connecting cover sketches of Batman and Superman by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $176, and we have, well, we were going to do it the pair for $100. It is now $82. And you know what? Hold on. I want everybody to kind of see it. And I know you can sort of see it, but I love when he does this. All right, and here you go. I mean, I don't know how he lines it up when he draws it. It's just amazing to me. You can see Superman's little hair thing bleeding over. So Ken Hazer, amazing, amazing artist. All right, so Nick came in and lowered the price on that one. There we go. All right, and it's also signed by Ken Hazer as well. So we have that for $82 for the pair. All right, so then we had, let's see, Jennifer Blood, Volume 2, Number 9, Jonghyun Moon Virgin cover. We have suggested retail of $50. We have one available for $40. About the man, it's kind of quiet. You want me to tell a long meandering story about the history of the Green Hornet? Sure, why not? Yeah, it's amazing how much John talks, huh? It's always amazing to me. So many stories. But I don't even know where John is. He just told me he couldn't be here. So he must be doing some sort of retirement thing. All right, so let's see here. All right, so that takes care of the recap. Let's do a slab book next. So we have Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters, number 1, CGC graded 9.8, suggested retail of $89.99. And we have one for available for $77 for $19.77. Recap Rex and Jabbering John. Thank you very much, Dwayne. Thank you. All right, so we have that available tonight, guaranteed 9.8. So I'm curious what turnaround time has been for everybody out there that's been submitting their books to CGC. I don't know. Have you done anything with CGC or CBCS?
No, I'm not sending anything in. The way the mail is at this point, the way the turnaround times are, it's just not worth it. I don't care enough to get books graded. I'm not a store. I'm not a avid seller. It's just not. It's not worth the risk. I don't care enough.
Well, Josh can tell you how the mail's doing.
Yeah, John. Yeah, he's having his own thing.
Yeah, he emailed me and said, "Well, here's my address. You know, from last time." And I looked at the package and I peeled the little, return to sender label off, and I look at it and it's the exact address. And I'm looking at it. And I'm trying to read the person's handwriting, and it literally says, "Does not live here." And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me.
He probably didn't even try. He probably, end of the day, and just wanted to go home, just put it back in,
Yep.
deal with it
And
a different time.
So, not to worry, Josh. We'll try it again. Maybe you'll get lucky and get a different carrier. That'll be coming. So, all right. So, what else have we got here? Let's see.
Speaking of, I was going to say, speaking of reading, because Sheldon asked you a question. I've got a question kind of for everybody when you're done.
No, go ahead. You go first.
So speaking of reading, I mentioned before I picked this up as well. I wanted to show it off. It's The Passageway. Jeff Lemire, Andrea Sorrentino. I'm a huge fan of both of them. Andrea's got fantastic art style. Jeff Lemire, I really like his writing. I know it's not for everybody. Now I'm pretty positive that this was on Jeff Lemire's Substack. That's how this started. Now I don't know exactly what Substack is. I know it's like, I'd hate to compare like OnlyFans for writers, but I feel like it is a subscription service where people subscribe to your writing. I know James Tynion has given out stuff for subscribers, but if anyone in here subscribes to writers, has it been worth it? Do you feel like you get your money's worth? Because when I signed up for Jeff Lemire's, it said like $10 a month and you get access to stuff he's writing. But I was like, $10 a month on top of everything else that I have to buy and subscribe to and do things for. It just didn't seem worth my time. But I'm positive that he said that book was on there, and I just saw it at the shop today, and I was like, oh, yeah, I think that was on his thing. So I obviously bought it right away. But if anyone has, an opinion, if you've subscribed to anybody, I'd like to hear how it is.
So Sheldon, to answer your question, not much. I mean, I've been kind of reading Dynamite, catching up with the boys, and I love Sonia's semi-sentient chainmail vest. But my days are full from beginning to end, and my daughter keeps breaking stuff like the car and the phone, and so my evenings are spent try to catch up on streaming. I'm not even caught up on streaming or movies and stuff. Apparently, my life is spent with the Verizon tech guy, trying to figure out how to fix stuff. Josh Wank goes, I've never heard of OnlyFans for writers, but I think that's a pretty good description.
I mean, it kind of is.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, right. Sort of. Emmy Comics goes, I didn't even know you can subscribe to writers.
Yeah, so it says it's an American online platform that provides publishing, payment, analytics, design, blah, 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 allows writers to send digital newsletters directly to subscribers.
That's interesting. That is very interesting.
And I think James Tynion, he did for certain subscribers, like a very exclusive Something Is Killing the Children book. It was like a gold foily type book. Patreon for writers. That might be the better one than an OnlyFans. But hey, you never know what these writers are up to on there. You just got to subscribe.
Well, you heard recently that Charlie Sheen's 18-year-old daughter is now going to be on OnlyFans. Really didn't see that coming with such a stable father like Charlie Sheen. I didn't really see that happening.
I was going to say, with his presence,
winning.
But yeah.
Anyway. All right, so let's see. To remind everybody, in case you joined us a little bit late, we had two giveaways tonight. We've already given away one item. So the second item is going to be King in Black #1, cover sketch in silver paint pen by Ken Hazer and also signed by Ken Hazer. That is our second giveaway item. All you have to do to join the drawing is to go ahead and put up in the chats, #Dynamite Nights. Let's see, JD, does she have tiger blood in her veins? Probably. But let me see, mirrored out, but I have high hopes for Black Hammer Universe. That's ME Comics there. All right, so just to remind everybody, if you haven't already put in the chats, #Dynamite Nights, please do so, because we're going to do the drawing in the next half hour, probably right after the best offer books close. All right, and you know what? Before we go to break, and then we'll come back to this, let's do another graded book, Action Comics number 1000, 1980s variant, CGC graded 9.8. Suggested retail of $89.99. We have one available for $69.99.
Cool.
And we've been doing this with Detective 1000, Action 1000, just kind of going through the decades. I really like those variants. You can't do that with everybody, but obviously, they haven't been around long enough. But to go from 50s to 60s to 70s to, and now we're in the 80s. So that is available as well tonight. And there's my phone. Wonder who that is.
It's Verizon.
Verizon telling me, oh, we need to speak to you.
Yeah.
My daughter's iMessage and texts aren't working, so I can only call her, which is it's a little odd. I think she feels it's a little odd as well because we don't usually do that anymore. It's all texts back and forth. Yeah, so that's I'm going to try to watch Obi-Wan. I'm going to try to watch Ms. Marvel, and I got to figure out how to get the phone properly activated. So I'm probably going to end up spending a good chunk of my evening again on the phone with tech support at Verizon.
Make her do it.
What's that?
Make her do it.
Oh my God! Then it'll just be a hot mess, bro. Trust me. My daughter is not very techy, which is surprising. Out of the two of us, she should be the techie one, not me. She's younger than I am, but what are you gonna do? Let's see. And we got to go to break in a minute, but let me see. Let me see. All right. Okay. So anyway, it is. Let's see. If you love Reeves Superman movies, you should search the podcast "How Did This Get Made" and look for Superman 3 episode with Jack O'Halloran. Superman 3, was that the bad one? I feel like it was. Was it? No.
That was the bad one. The one with what's his name? The comedian. Richard Pryor.
Yeah, Richard Pryor. Thank you.
Yeah, but the thing is, the episode has a guest of Jack O'Halloran, who played the mute Kryptonian in Superman 2.
Yeah, I remember.
He had so many great stories from the production of Superman 2, and they were supposed to be in Superman 3, but then they changed directors and story, and it got twitched around. But anyway, it's a really, hearing him talk about that it's just an amazing listen.
Oh, the Quest for Peace was amazing. Okay, we can see sarcasm when it's there, Creative Keep. Where Rubenstein, what is the difference between a 9.8 and a 10.2? Marcus Wise.
Come on.
4 was worse. I agree. 4 was worse. You didn't think it could get any worse, but it actually did. That was like falling off a cliff. You didn't think it was this high up, but it actually was. That was brutal. All right, 7:29. We got to go to our last. JD with the memes. We got to go to our last and final break. Stay with us, and we'll be back in a couple minutes.
Did you know that every experience show, including some exclusive content, streams on Twitch? Check it out. Twitch.tv/the_EXP. Or just scan that QR code.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit ComicShopLocator.com to find a store near you.
Batman or Superman? It's the age-old debate, except it's so much more complicated than that. Nerd Killer Warfare every week on The Experience is your chance to debate other nerds in the questions we've all been asking for years, except we take those debates and turn them up to 11. Go to bit.ly/EXP casting or scan the QR code to be part of the show.
All right, and we're back. So Ron said it took just under a year to get something back from CBCS. That's a long time, man. So the nice thing is you get one of our slab books, you're going to get it like next week. So a lot quicker than a year. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, well, Rubenstein. Yeah. I don't know. What is the difference? But in all seriousness, I was joking about the point too, but what is the difference between a 9.8 and a 10, really? Joel, hey, what's going on?
The 10 is like perfect. I mean, getting a 10 is damn near impossible because even if it comes off the production line, there's probably going to be something wrong with it.
Yeah.
So I guess that truly is why a 10 sells for so much more money.
I would agree. I think that the difference is that, the difference between an 8 and a 9 or a 7 and an 8 can be the owner or the previous owner and something they've done with it, or they didn't protect it as well, or whatever the case may be. But the difference between 9.8 and a 10 really is outside of the collector's hands.
Yeah.
Okay. We send a lot of books to obviously CGC, and that's how it comes from the publisher, and the publisher doesn't have, that much control either, because that depends on the printer, and you working in an LCS, you've seen it. Shipments come in all messed up, all bent in the same place, or, they have ticks all in the same place, whatever. That's a result of the printer sending it out. And, the publisher doesn't really have any control over that. That's in the printer's hands. So obviously by the time it gets to the LCS or the retailer, and then it gets into the hands of the collector, those things, the difference between a 9.8 or even a 9.6 and a 9.8 and 9.8 to a 10 is really outside of the collector's hands. That's more a crapshoot. It's more about luck than anything else. Joel says he has a friend who's still waiting a year and a half.
Jesus.
Wow. Now that's really, and Creator Keep says he's one of those guys. Yeah, Dwayne DePayne's right. Centering when it gets to those picky highest points. And there's nothing you as a collector can do about it. That is just luck of the draw. That is, what the printer does. It happens in comic books. It happens in cards. Centering is a major issue with trading cards. And that's just a matter of, when they put those sheets of cards into the cutter, how tight is it? Is the person doing the cutting doing it right? The old story about the Wayne Gretzky O-Pee-Chee card. I just looked it up for a friend the other day, and a 10, a graded PSA 10 of the O-Pee-Chee Wayne Gretzky rookie is going for $2.5 million. Okay.
Jesus.
The 9 is going for something like, I forget what it was. I want to say like 80 or 90,000. I might be wrong. Old man memory. But the distance between the two, and that the whole reason for that is because of the centering. And I looked at the PSA's population report. There are only 2 10s for the O-Pee-Chee Gretzky. 2. Okay.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, but that was because something had happened when they originally produced the card. If you don't know how trading cards are made, they're printed in large sheets, and then those sheets are put into a cutter, and that cutter has things on the side that you tighten up to center it. And I guess somebody didn't tighten it enough, or it was off center, or whatever the case may be, when it went through the cutter. So when they cut the cards out, you'll find that the vast majority of those cards are off center, horrifically so. So, same thing comes with that happens to comics, is that it's outside of really your control. It is the printer who, and the job that they do. So really not much you can do about that, unfortunately. So, all right, let's get to another book real quick. All right, this one is one of my favorites. This is an actual true remark, as we've changed the terminology from, cover sketch, but this is a real remark in the sense that it is a line sketch drawn on an actual cover. All right, so it is Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 24, and this one is signed by Tom DeFalco and Ken Hazer, and it has a Spider-Woman sketch, a remark sketch by Hazer on the cover. It is
that one's awesome.
Yeah, suggested retail of $99, and it is a 5-star book at $50. And all right, Creative Team, to take that one.
Yeah, you went right in it.
All right, you got it, Creative. It is all yours, my friend.
So never mind.
No, I'm saying that most of the true remarks that you see are really just line sketches, but when it's Ken Hazer, it's different. You see the shading and the hair and all that. It's just unbelievable, the work that he does. But congratulations, Creative. You got that one, my friend. But I'm sorry, what were you saying, Alex?
This is mainly for Ron. Well, it's for everybody, but Ron, if he's still in. So when we were on that last break, my dad texted me and he said, "Hey, I just left the comic shop. Guess what I bought?" I said, "What?" He said, "Dude, I got an Ultimate Spider-Man omnibus signed by," and he listed off the names.
No, he bought the other one?
My dad bought the other one. What are the odds of that?
Sorry, Ron. Well,
Yeah,
the
so-
apple does not fall far from the tree. Did
Yep.
they tell him? Oh yeah, your son got the better copy.
He actually texted me and I told him, I said, "Did you know I bought the other one?" He was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." He said, "I'm guessing you bought the nicer one then." And I was like, "Yeah, it's a lot nicer, I can tell you that."
Oh man, you should gift that to your dad.
No, I'm actually he doesn't really know how technology works, so he's not going to watch this, but I'm going to be getting him Disney Plus for Father's Day.
Oh, nice.
Yes. He's been talking about getting it literally for I have no idea since they announced Disney Plus.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny though. Great minds think alike, right? I guess.
But yeah, I couldn't believe it. They had 2 there, and I bought mine this morning, and they close in about 20 minutes. Yeah, he went after work to pick up his new Comic Book Day books, and he was like, "Yo, you're never going to guess what I bought." And I was like, "Well, you're never going to guess what I bought." That's the other one.
They didn't even tell him. They figured he'd just find out on his own.
That's pretty good, though.
So Dwayne DePayne says Father's Day trade. That's food for thought.
No, sorry, Charlie.
Sorry, Dad, you're just getting the Disney Plus. That's it.
No, he'll be happy with that. He's not a Star Wars guy, but he's really big into Marvel.
All right.
So he'll enjoy it.
I'm sure he'll be very happy with it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he will get a tie and like it.
I've never seen I think I've seen my dad in a tie like a handful of times my whole life.
That's got to be a business that's actually died. Think about it. Nobody was in the office during the pandemic, right? Well, I guess some Zoom calls you have to wear one, right? So, all right. So let's get to another book. So we have Nightwing number 9, first printing, signed by Kyle Higgins. We have one available for $25. It is number 14 of only 25 signed. And I love this cover too. A lot of times I pick these based on how much I love the cover. Cool. Ron, sorry, buddy. Yeah, you were just a little too slow. Alex Dad went in and snapped up the second copy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I would have told them that I know somebody who's really interested, so I'm sure they would have given you a good deal as well on it.
But AR's dad snaked you.
Yeah. I was a little surprised at the text. Yeah, I bought it.
You can tell him after the show that somebody on the show wanted it.
It's I've never seen something that cool. Like I said though, I wish it was in a lot better condition. And I'm telling you, the other one was not nearly in as good of condition. It was a pretty big difference. So
glad your dad's not watching this show.
I'll be sure to tell him and show him.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Yeah, he always rubs it in my face when he gets nice things. So,
all right, let's do another Dynamite Virgin cover. All right, this one I like a lot. Jennifer Blood, Volume 2, Number 9. but it is the Boys homage version cover.
Oh, that's cool.
I love this cover. I saw it and I said, I got to run this one on Wednesday's show. Suggested retail of $50, and we have it tonight for $40. We have one available at that price. It's not something that will be missed in my collection. I don't think there's anything, Ron, in your collection that would be really missed. Your collection is massive. I don't know how you do it, my friend. It kind of explains the whole your wife tasing you thing a little bit better, though. I can sort of understand that a little bit better. So love this cover. Excited about watching season 3 of The Boys. But
you're gonna have to let me know what you think about it. I'm telling you, it is really good.
I will be sure to watch it before we go on air next Wednesday, and then we can talk about it on Wednesday. I'll try to watch it, catch it over the weekend. So, all right, let's see what else we got left. All right, page 1, we've covered everything, so it might be time for a recap. And is that John Wick to a right? Maybe. All right, so reminding everybody, we're going to do the drawing for the second giveaway. Just a reminder, make sure you put in the chats hashtag Dynamite Nights, and then right after the best offers close, we'll go ahead and have JD spin the wheel again, and we'll see who the winner is for that one. Marcus, don't watch with family, that's for sure. After the first season, I realized that right away. There's that one scene that we won't talk about. This is a family show. I'm not sure why. Everybody here except for Alec is old. So if you're not old, go ahead and throw it on the chat board.
Speaking of, I mean, I could easily just look it up, but does Dynamite have a hardcover version of the John Wick series?
I want to say yes.
I can't imagine they wouldn't.
Hardcover. I don't know if it covers the entire series, but I remember we had a John Wick hardcover book. So I'm going to say yes, but from what Dynamite publishes, it's I because I'm not directly involved in editorial, I don't see what's coming a lot. So I deal with the stuff that already exists, with Dynamic Forces. So, but I want to say yes.
Cool.
And if it's watching, he may come in and give us the correct answer anyway.
Yeah, I gotta keep my eyes peeled for that, because if I can recall, it was only 5 issues. It may be 6, but I think it was 5. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was at least some sort of, graphic novel version of it.
There was. I'm almost certain that there was. Thanks for jumping into the drawing there, Joel. I want to say that there was, but I will. You know what? I'll look tomorrow. Actually,
cool. I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure that we did do it, but I'll find out for you tomorrow. No problem. All right, so let's see. Recap time. John, if you're watching, he's not because he'd be in the chats. He's probably living large with some alcoholic beverage sitting out at the shore or something. All right, so we started off with the Dynamite 10-pack reader set, 10 random Dynamite titles, $5 for all 10 comics, 50 cents a copy. Can't go wrong there. FF number 1, signed by Matt Fraction. Suggested retail of $29.99. We have one available for $29.99. Matt Fraction's. The reason we haven't had a discount on this one is because Fraction's signatures are so tough to get. It is number 11 of 50. Then we had Supergirl Rebirth number 1, signed by Steve Orlando. Suggested retail of $29.99. We have one available for $19.59. It is number 165 out of 350. Then we did Mighty Avengers number 1, Scotty Young retailer variant, signed in red by Greg Land. Suggested retail of $69.99. It is a 5-star at $50 book. It is number 2, very low number of only 25 signed. Then let's get to our best offer books. Jennifer Blood number 1, Blood Red retailer incentive variant, signed in blood red by Ale Garza. Suggested retail of $69.99, where Rupenstein is in the lead at $10. Then we did Nightwing number 9, first printing, signed by Kyle Higgins. We have one available for $25. It is number 14 of only 25 signed. Then we got Detective Comics number 20, signed with cover sketch of the Joker by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $89.99. It is a best offer book, Creative Keep. is in the lead at 35. Then we had Dark Knight 3, the Master Race #1 dual blank variant set, signed with connecting cover sketches of Batman and Superman by Ken Hazer. So this is a pair. Suggested retail of 176. We were going to do it as a perfect 10 pair at 100, but Nick came in and slashed the price to $82 for the pair. So you're getting both for $82. Then we had Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters #1, CGC graded 9.8. Suggested retail of $89.99. We have one available for $77 for 1977. Then we had Action Comics #1000, 1980s variant cover, CGC graded, guaranteed 9.8. Suggested retail of $89.99. Creative Key. All right, you'll take the DK pair. Got it.
Nice.
You got it, Creative. All right. And then where was I? Okay, Action Comics, 1980s variant, CGC graded, guaranteed 9.8. Suggested retail of $89.99. We have one available for $69.99. Then we did Jennifer Blood Volume 2, #9, Young Moon Virgin cover. Suggested retail of $50. We have one available for $40. Then we had Jennifer Blood Volume 2, #9, The Boys Homage Version cover. Suggested retail of $50, and we have one available for $40. All right, and that does it for the recap. And let's get to, I guess, our final two books. So we have Maria Lovett's Porcelain, #1, CGC graded, 9.8. Suggested retail of $89.99. We have one available for $79.99. And it won't take a year for you to get it. If you claim it, it'll take a few days because you're not submitting it, and we'll send it right out.
Unless if it's Josh's mailman dropping it off, then you never know.
Yeah, unless it's Josh Wentz mailman, then it
Sorry
could take
about
up even longer than CGC. All right, so if anybody wants it, it is available for $79.99. And let's get to the last book of the night, Immortal Red Sonja #3, Young Moon Virgin cover. Suggested retail of $50, and we have one available tonight for $40. Again, love his art. Has a real Alex Ross realism to it. And I love virgin covers because I feel like it's what the artist meant to convey without the trade dress. You know, the trade dress ends up covering a bunch of stuff. So I love, virgin covers in the sense that, it kind of conveys what the artist, I think the cover artist really means to convey without anything in.
I agree with you. But one thing that kind of has, I don't know if it's a new thing or maybe I just have missed it as of late, but it kind of bugs me. I don't know if it's just Boom Studios or if it's Boom and some of Image. They're making like cover B's and cover C's virgin covers. And I guess this is only from a shop perspective, but it kind of gets annoying determining what the book is incentive wise. Yes. Because a lot of the companies aren't like Dynamite where they put on the back like incentive cover F or a bonus FOC.
Yes.
Because I know you guys do that and it's very helpful when we're going through our books.
It's helpful for me when I pull these books too.
It just makes sense. It seems obvious that you would mark literally what the book is, but they don't do that. And then you have like 5 different books and there's 3 of them are virgins and one of them's only actually an incentive. One's B and one's C. I don't know. But I do like the virgin covers. You're not wrong.
All right. So creative is going up to 15 on the Jennifer Blood. Gotcha, buddy. So Jennifer Blood #1, signed by Ale Garza in red. Creative is in the lead currently at 15. All right, so I'm just going to do the best offer books real quick. There were only 2 tonight. So we had the Jennifer Blood #1. Creative is in the lead at 15. And then we had Detective Comics #20, signed with cover sketch of the Joker by Ken Hazer. And Creative is currently in the lead on that one as well at 35. And you got about 4 minutes left. Don't forget the lag time. Let me see. FOC, that is a good question. Let me see. So that was more Red Sonia. Let me take a look. More Red Sonia, where are you? Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to take a look because Ron had a question. So, and I'm going to refer to just what Alec was talking about a minute ago. All right. It is a 30-copy Virgin incentive by Young Moon. Yeah, so this is what Alec was talking about. Let's see. Oh, right side. All right, so I'm going to hold it up. So all Dynamite books help to identify the covers that you receive, because on the back pages you'll see.
And on the actual back itself.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a huge help.
It is, from my perspective as well, because a lot of times you pick up these covers, you know, I don't know what it is, so I just look in the back to figure out which is which.
Yeah.
On Creative, I apologize. I am so far behind with Amy out, but I'm pretty sure we do have one. I will hop on that first thing in the morning tomorrow, and I will email you, let you know for sure. But I'm almost certain we do. That's a good point as well, JD. All right, so we've got about 2 minutes left, and then immediately after it closes, we are going to do the drawing for the King in Black by Ken Hazer, the cover sketch by Ken Hazer. JD will spin the wheel, and we will find out who the winner is right after best offers expire. No problem, Creative. You got it, buddy. I apologize again. It's just been without Amy here, she does so much every day that I'm absolutely buried. But I will hop on that first thing in the morning when I get in the office. All right, so 1 minute, and looks like Creative is in the lead on both items for best offers. So if nobody else hops in, he's going to walk away with both of them. And try to get more metal books on for next week as well. Because they seem real popular. They've been popular with regular Dynamite fans, the EXP fans. You know, they do well or whatnot for us. So, you know, everybody seems to be into it. They are very cool, very difficult. Oh, where Rupenstein. Okay, where Rupenstein is up to 20 on the Jennifer Blood. Gotcha, where Rupenstein. Thank you, Dwayne Zapane. All right. Holding it down. Creative Keep went to 25.
Right before it closed.
So Creative Keep, congratulations, my friend. All right, so now one last chance for everybody. If you haven't already, put hashtag Dynamite Nights in the chats. All right, and that will enter you in for the drawing. And I'll give everybody you know, like 30 seconds. I think everybody has already done it, but you never know. And then we'll have JD spin that wheel. All right, so another few seconds there, and we will discover who the winner of the King in Black is. And I need to make a note here so I know who is the winner.
That really is a dope cover.
You know, everything, especially when he uses that silver or gold paint pen. It's absolutely, Liz T, thanks for joining us. It is absolutely amazing what he does. All right, so winner. All right, JD, go ahead and spin that wheel, buddy. Oh, wait, Creative Keeps in. I thought everybody had already gotten in, but okay. Here we go. Ron is
nice.
That's especially fitting since Ron is a huge collector of Hazer stuff. 10% of his cover sketches are Ken Hazer's, if I remember him telling us correctly. I think he has 700 some, and over 70 of them are Hazer alone. So congratulations, Ron. You are the big winner of the night.
No, that's awesome.
Mikey G. Of course, Ron.
That makes up for the missed out Ultimate Spidey.
Yeah, they're right. Exactly. The comic book gods were trying to be fair to Ron. Congratulations, Ron. As always, I want to thank everybody that joined us tonight. We always appreciate our viewers. A big thank you to Alec as well for joining me every Wednesday and bringing the comic knowledge. Like the commercial that JD came up with, it's that one was for Robbie. JD made fun of your age on our commercial, but I sell the comics.
I like that one.
Robbie know the comics, and then we're all still trying to figure out why John's here.
That's my favorite one though, with John. It's like,
yeah, especially when it doesn't bring food. Why are you here, John? To read his basically it's his pull list. He comes here and grabs his pull list. So let me see. As always, thank you guys. We really appreciate it. The time that you spend with us. I'm not sure what Nick's going to run in and do something.
Don't forget Friday
night,
Hulk original art giveaway.
I was going to say, it looks like Hulk.
On the experience. Don't forget the original art show.
Check out Ron Garney original art, 20 years old. And I love that one panel right there. Look how awesome that is. So this is going to be given away Friday free. No purchase necessary.
No purchase necessary. So just join us. I'm sure Nick will figure out what the hashtag is.
Hit that thumbs up if you haven't.
Hit the thumbs up if you wouldn't mind helping out. That helps us all the way around. Helps the experience. Helps the show.
And there's a good reminder.
And I'm not sure, JD, do we have anything following us tonight?
Yes, we do. We have not directly following you. There's an hour break, and then we've got Wednesday Warriors coming up at 9 p.m. Eastern with Joey and Ambrosia.
So be sure to tune in for that show. Be sure to check out Robbie's channel, AR_comics on YouTube. Some great content there. Again, thank you, everybody. Don't forget about original art with Nick on Friday, 7 to 8. We got a free Hulk original art giveaway. All right. Steve B. Oh man, missing Friday again. Have a baseball game. Sorry, Steve B. You can always do it on your phone. Enter the hashtag so you can enter the contest. So thank you, everybody. Have a great Wednesday, a new comic book day, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, everybody.
Get the inside scoop on everything happening at the experience every week. Join our mailing list by scanning the QR code at the bottom of the screen and then watching your email inbox.